B05 right now. We have a lot at stake. This can be TOB's last game, or this can be BTK's turnaround game because they don't want to go home, and I'm pretty sure they don't want to go home. And that trade in that mid game, Joybaj already knocked down pretty low, denying farm already for the side of BTK. Now we already see the clear coming in from both sides is pretty fast, but Zayn will have a finishing touch a little bit earlier than TOB.
TOB are just so freaking aggressive. And when I was looking at the compositions, I'm thinking, you know, BTK, yes, they have late game, but also, like, they have some possibilities for early game. You have this Martis who can scale insanely in the early game. But the problem is BTK hasn't been able to be that, like, aggressive team against TOB. Like, if you want to try to push that early game, like, they have that in them, but they need to actually play like they have that in them. They got to, like, get up close and personal to best player, which means Joybaj and Yato need to do that. They have to open that path for Zayn to come in and get those decimations. And if they're going to continue to get pushed to their side of the river, they completely lose that, right? So we'll see if they can pull something off to help Zayn scale, or if they're going to have to completely rely on ISO in the late game.
Looks like there's a little bit of a fight happening on that bot side, a lot of trades happening, but look at top side, right? And I feel like this meta, it all depends on the EXP, right? Yes, we've had our phases with the mages. Yato had to burn that flicker very early, which is not too viable for the next turtle coming up, but I know both teams will have the real world manipulation coming in from both sides, as Hoon is definitely going to use the IMU to copy off some of the utilities from BTK, but here we go.
Shark with the flicker, knock up, Zayn trying to get out, trying to get away, but Hoon gets the first blood. That should be a turtle over to the side of the Ohio brothers. I didn't even see that coming, Eunice.
I told you not to blink, Trick. I warned you. I warned you. I did, and you were like, what the heck just happened? I literally, Wheezy and we turn around for 1 second and something happened. Like someone died, someone took something, and I can't even tell what's happening sometimes. But like Trex, you have to be on the edge of your seat, literally on the edge of your seat. Can't blink, can't breathe, can't do nothing.
They're holding my eyelids open. You know, we're ready to watch. We're ready to see what's happening.
Oh, I thought you had the tapes in, but no, you had toothpicks. Yeah. Oh my.
Take us to the items, Eunice.
Oh yeah, let's look at the items though. We are looking at the goalie towards Zia right now, just by a little bit. But I just feel like the mid lane control is coming definitely from TOB. Shark and Hoon really has that really good synergy, as they've been playing for the longest time together, and they have just kind of been sticking around in a pair. And compared to the early game, mid game, Valentina definitely has that faster clear with Edith. Whoa.
Joybaj should be able to get away from that one. But still, like, we're just seeing the possibilities from Shark on this Edith right now.
Things happen too fast. Like, these two teams are so fast-paced. Like, they one team makes a move, and the other one's they're right there to respond. Ooh, Zia just got took some blazing bullet right in the face. But Milo.
Yeah, Milo on the top side. Best player dropping down as well. Look for damage on Mobazain, but Mobazain able to get the decimation off. Should be able to get away from this. No, he wants to come back in. He's trying it. He's challenging it, but best player gets the outplay. Hoon is here with the RWM, able to take out Fried Chicken. Best player maybe going a little bit too deep. Yato drops RWM of his own. Best player, is he going to be able to get away from this? No, Yato able to get the final hit, final blow, and ISO then comes into the scene, but Hoon still steps away safely.
That one basic attack actually killed the best play. That's so unfortunate, but that is a jungle taken off. BTK should have an easier time, but Shark doing a good job zoning out BTK, giving them vision. Good proxy over the turtle now, but they should still have aggro actually for the side of TOB. But Joybaj has no ult actually, so this might be a little bit easier for TOB to work on this turtle.
I mean, Shark's just like prepping it, you know? He's got it in the oven right now.
He's cooking. Let him cook.
He's like, I'm going to get this ready for you guys. It's going to be good. But wait, he messed it up. He burnt it. He burnt the turtle. But now Turtle's going to get reset, and this is going to give some time. BTK going to be able to reposition themselves. And we're going to have a little bit of a clash here. Looks like possibly a full 5v5 for the second turtle of this game. And wait, nice Divine Retribution comes on to Milo there. Milo taking a little bit of damage, able to get out of the RWM just in time. Super Shark able to get the knockup though onto Yato. Zia outputting some damage, finds the kill. Mobazain now on the run as well. This will be another turtle for the side of TOB.
I feel like Joybot used her ult a little bit too early on Milo. And I feel like he should have saved it, and maybe that would have been an easier turtle fight. But look for a direct invade. Oh my, Trex,
they're on him.
When you say aggressive. Oh my gosh.
This is the way TOB has been playing against everybody. One thing about them is whether they're against Avalon or Bloodhounds or Aggravate Ones, whoever, or they're up against BTK, they still keep their style. It's something that I notice all the time is they always play the same, always come in very aggressive. It doesn't matter how big their opponent is.
Oh yeah, definitely. And Shark is just like Shark is just putting Joybot to go skydive or something, but Zia just got
Zia gets caught, tries to use a flicker, still goes down though. ISO with the blazing duet in the backside. So a nice pick off from BTK there.
Yeah, beautiful ult actually coming in from Joybot, and that was a really good lead right there for BTK. That gives Claude a little bit of wiggle room, but conceal play.
Super Shark looking for ISO. They want to get a marksman of their own now. ISO will get knocked up. Best player locks in. ISO able to use the BMI, trying to escape but can't. Killing spree going over to Hoon.
Is it just me or Milo's penalty? Oh, wait, I guess I'm okay. Let me shut up. No,
you're good.
Actually,
you're
no,
good.
I can
Nothing
keep
happened.
Talking. I can keep talking. Yep, I can keep talking. But is it just me, or every time you watch Turiz like this penalty zone, it looks so slow motion? Or is that just me? It just looks like you could see like the mark, but it lands so like late. Or is that just me?
It might just be you.
Oh, it's just me. Okay, it's just me. But look at the mid pry already, though. The thing is with these two teams. Okay, here you go, Trex.
A little bit of damage on Joybot there. Hoon able to get the kill even under the RWM. Mobazane comes in a little bit of ways. Watch for Milo here with the flicker.
Whoa.
That one wasn't in slow motion. They landed down hard. White Chicken getting airborne, but best player in the backside drops Tempest of Blades. Able to find Mobazane and Yato, and Joybot and Yato. This is looking a little bit rough. It's 9-3. It's a 4,000, 5,000 gold lead for TOB.
Beautiful Tempest of Blades, but I want to go back to what I was gonna say, right? I feel like, especially with high elo teams, especially with these two, they literally guard their mid lane turret like there is a Grammy Award trophy sitting fat on top of the turret. Like, they don't care about the side lanes falling. Usually it's not as... It is important in the early game, but with these two, they really care about their mid lane. And conceal play from Shard, it was called, but I don't think they were trying to look too much for it there. But this mid lane is really important to these two because it opens up too much map pressure. And knowing you, Trex, like I said, you can't blink with these two teams. So definitely need to watch out for a lot of open map when it comes to these people playing their macro and their high mechanic skill heroes over here.
I mean, TOB definitely want that mid tower, but even with the way they've crumbled down the top side, TOB are really still, they have so much control. But wait a second, BTK with conceal play, able to find Milo. Milo still trying to get away there, pops penalty zone, and now they're fighting back. Yato able to find Milo, best player to the backside though, picks off Mobazane, and now Yato goes down as well. Zia sending the snipes out, picking up the double. Best player takes a couple tower shots, but still, it's a 1-for-3 trade.
Did you see that penalty zone?
Yeah.
Trex?
That one was in slow motion.
Yeah.
It was that good.
It was just that good. Oh yeah. It was
Milo just
that
doesn't
good,
go
Trex.
down.
But, oh no, it doesn't. And we are looking at gold though, but Zia definitely in the lead now. It's 1,000 difference between Zia and ISO. We are looking at the power spike towards TOB. They have a little bit of that advantage lead. Hoon hasn't died yet. Hoon's mid lane right now, especially in that previous yesterday's, or yeah, when he played Kadita, it was disgusting. Did you see his KDA?
Hoon yesterday?
Or late? Oh, earlier today. I'm sorry.
Today. I was like,
earlier today.
I don't remember that much. It's all a blur. It's been a long weekend.
It has.
No, but here. Oh, wait a second. Zia
no.
gonna get pulled in. Will go down. The decimation pops off. That is a good pick before this Lord and BTK know it. They're gonna try to rotate over, but keep our eyes on Milo here. Hiding out the sneaky devil. They're gonna move on to ISO here. Best player trying to lock on. The BMI comes in, but Milo locks on ISO anyways. Calls the BMI and instantly shuts him down. The future sight on Milo there. Definitely very clean.
Buy one, get one free, I guess, right? It's a marksman for marksman, right? Buy one, get one free?
Every time BTK finds Zia, the Ohio brothers find ISO. It's a 1-for-1.
Oh yeah, so definitely 1-for-1. So it's not buy one get one free. It's buy one get one.
Lose one,
for
lose
nothing.
one, something like that. You're on the right track.
Something like that.
We'll
I can't even say
brainstorm it.
50% off. we'll find words for it later on in the game, but actually BTK has no macro right now. They took no turrets away from TOB, and that's how you know TOB has actually been so aggressive the first literal like 5-6 minutes of the game. They set the tone, and I feel like with these two teams it depends, like, and I see this so many times, but it's really like how this game goes. It's how this game works, right? Whoever controls the first 5 minutes and whoever shows who's more dominant and how aggressive they play, that's usually how the story goes. And TOB is really holding up the pace, but they hopefully they don't make any foul play, because they've done it so many times so far in this series.
And here we go. Let's see if they can do it again. Joybaj able to lock in, but once again the penalty zone responds, and Joybaj goes down. Tempest of Blades into the backside, get a little bit of chip damage, but he falls under the tower, walks right into a blazing duet, and Mobazane gets the shutdown. It's going to be a nice chunk of gold into his pocket as Lord creeps in. ISO still up. DMI's trying to get a little bit of a better position. Should be able to melt this down. All TOB want is maybe crack an inhibitor here, but White Chicken dives in, and Lord is broken.
Lord is broken, but they are able to take some turrets away. They took the top side, but ooh, Milo just got chunked down really low. Ooh.
ISO's starting to dance.
Yeah.
ISO's,
oh yeah.
He's starting to move. He's getting comfy.
He's starting to cook. He's starting to cook. It was a little undercooked, so he put it back in the oven. Yeah. So now it's getting more cooked. So
he's ready.
He's cooking. Let him cook. Let him cook. He's farming. He's farming. There you go. And he has Dexter on his side. Oh my God, Wheezy's not here. Wait, Wheezy is here. Wheezy's on TOB.
Wheezy's on TOB. Stop. Anyways, Super Shark in the conceal play, looking for something here. I can't get into that one. That's a bit I'm not going to get into. I have fun with you, Eunice, but we're not going to.
Okay, but Wheezy says himself he is the walking Brody, but he is actually giving a lot of damage right now, right? Zia sitting at 3-2 is able to do a lot of damage towards that backline, but I feel like once Zia starts to do whatever damage, Claude is coming right up to par, right? ISO's chasing right up his alley. So I feel like TOB, they can't let this go to late game, or else this is going to be a big issue, as, you know, Claude is able to go towards that backline and peel. But Zia really he's kind of like up in their face, but kind of not. He can control who he wants to target, right? But Claude, he just gets that full AoE experience. So I really hope this doesn't go late game for TOB, but it's actually in favor if BTK goes to late game.
Definitely. I mean, yeah, like you said, I mean, you called it in the very beginning of this whole match. BTK does have a clean late game, and I was worried that, you know, they might have had that they shouldn't rely too much on it, because they did have some possible early starts, but they did end up losing that early beginning. So now it is all eggs in one basket. Can ISO be the protagonist of the story here and try to get the win? The Ohio brothers don't want to let it happen, though, and they still have a pretty stark lead. We're talking 9K here. Any other team would have already been out of this a few minutes ago, last Lord push, but BTK have been hanging on. As we've seen, I mean, this is the regular storyline for these two teams. Somehow BTK hangs on in these fights, even when they're behind, and gets dubs against TOB. But let's see if they can do it again.
Yeah, like I said, they have a Joker card, right? But here we go, Trex. You might have to take a deep breath. Ooh, Trex. I know
I'm waiting for it.
You're waiting.
All right, so
TOB
working around the front side. They have not extended too much, and that lore's going to get shredded down. So now they're just going to wait on the minions. They're going to take their time with this. I think they really want to make sure it is secure. They have a huge gold lead, but they don't want to force it. They don't want to make one single mistake. BTK will capitalize on that. But with ISO shredding down these minions, the Ohio brothers are going to have to make the play at some point. They're going to have to make the first move if they want to go for it. Shark looking for something as well. Milo there too. Zia and best player to sit in the backside. They're like trying to bait him out. They're like, come on, just step out of those towers. And BTK are not biting.
Oh yeah, best player and Zia are just looking for it. They're just like, I'm waiting. Like, they're just waiting for the hook. Someone's gonna latch on to the hook for them to reel it up, right? But The thing is, I still feel like TOB still has a little bit of wiggle room. Yeah, I'm watching. I'm watching.
Wait, he's
I'm trying to tell my story.
He's got flicker.
I'm trying to tell him.
Oh,
Ooh,
here
there
comes
we go,
Hoon, able to find one. Mobazane goes down. Oh, Milo comes in as well on the backside. The RWM does drop from Yato, though, to slow them down. Best player there, taking his time, finally locks on to ISO. ISO instantly deleted. Masa kill over to Hoon. And now the Ohio brothers have found that moment. BTK comes out of the base, and they fall out of the base. Best player.
This might be
with the
the
Tempest of Blades, able to dash in, able to find Joy Boss. Chicken might just be next. We're at match point, and the Ohio brothers are trying to end it. A wave of minions comes out, but a wave of minions enters as well. Joy Boss able to get the suppressant on the best player, but now Zia unloading onto the base. One more hit, and that is it for stage 1. The Ohio brothers will take the victor 3-1.
3